All right, here we go. We are on section 1.2. And we'll just start here. It's the bottom of page 12 in your notes. Miranda and her family will spend the summer vacation on the beach. They plan to rent a beach house that has a fixed cleaning fee and a daily rental fee. The table below shows the rental cost for each of the certain number of days. Pause this and read that again yourself, just so we're on the same page. Alright, so they rent a beach house that has a fixed cleaning and a daily rental fee. So what we're going to do here is we're going to start off by just parsing this out a little bit. On the left-hand side of the page, we're going up by 1. So plus 1, plus 1, plus 1. They don't really give me a whole lot of room with the picture there. Plus 1, plus 1, plus 1. And it's important that it's the same all the way down. Alright, and the same over here, if we do 285 minus 117, we're adding 115. 400 minus 285 is again adding 115. And as we keep on going, 515 minus 400, 115, 630 minus 515, 115, 475 minus 630, add 115, plus 115. We realize, oh, those are all the same as well. And since the right-hand side, the differences on the right and the differences on the left are consistent all the way down, this is linear. Okay, so that's one of the things we're going to do today. Is remember, is this a linear equation? If it's not, we're not going to deal with it. We're just going to write no and keep on going. But right now it's linear, so we're going to go with it. Since it is linear, let's go ahead and find two pieces of information we need. They're asking us for the daily rental fee and a fixed cleaning fee. Well, the daily rental fee is something that happens every day, right? So what is charged every day? You're charged $115. Whether you stay 1 day, it's $115. 2 days, it's $115. 3 days, that's $115. So the daily rental equals $115. All right. The fixed cleaning fee, the way we find that is actually the starting point. If we back up, subtract 115, we find that point 0 is 55. So that no matter what, you start off with a $55 charge. That is your fixed cost. So you pay $55 no matter how many days you stay. So at the end of your time, you're charged $55. Alright? So that is your fixed cost. Alright? So here we go. Let's write an equation real quick. I know it doesn't say to, but here we go. So y equals, remember it's the difference times x. So the difference in this case is 115 times x plus your starting point. Or if it's negative, it's minus your starting point. But our starting point for this one is 55. So that's our equation. All right. Now, as we skim down the book, you're going to find, let me discard these. Still recording, right? Good. We're going to find all those questions that you just asked and different things. And we're going to get down to here to explain. All right. So at the bottom of page 14, where I want you to get down to explain, and we're going to talk about something. This basically says the differences in values are called finite differences, which basically all that means is they're specific. They're not indefinite, they're not kind of wishy-washy, they are a very specific value. It may be a crazy value, but it's either like 1, 2, 3, or it's, the square root of 37.5, whatever. That's what it is. But if you look over here in this orange spot, you see this picture right here? You'll recognize that equation. Y squared minus y1 over x squared minus x squared. Or you see this one just to the left. This is the one I want to focus on. It is delta y over delta x. And you've seen that in physics and chemistry. Delta, both in science and in math, means, we use that to refer to the change. So it's the change in y divided by the change in x. All those differences that you're finding over there, those are the changes. So that problem that we just did, the change in y was 115. You went up 115. And the change in x was 1. So 115 divided by 1 was 115. So the slope for the problem that we just did was 115. That's this gap between one spot to the next. All right. Let me give you another example real quick. Let me pause this real fast. All right. I just threw that up there real fast. All right. So normally when we're doing this, we tell you, hey, find the differences on the right and the left. Well, on the right, we're adding 10 for each one, and it's the same all the way down. And the left, we're adding 2. Okay. If you need to pause and take a second, make sure you really do believe me, go for it. But because it's the same on both sides, it's linear. So the way we find our slope is we take the change in y and divide it by the change in x. Well, y is changing by 10 every single time. So that stays on top. X is changing by 2 every single time. All right? So 10 divided by 2 is 5. Now let's say for some odd reason that this was going down 2. That would be a negative 2 down there, which makes this a negative 5. Now that's not the case we put on here. I'm just throwing that up there for example. But that's what's going on with all this. All right? And now we're going to start the actual examples.